You don't need to blame yourself.
You want to know if a man...
The colors of their...
If no...
Get it?
You got a woman who like you,
Have you ever...
Guys, here's your order.
You know what? A hater... What's the...
There are a lot of benefits.
The only way you'll understand that maybe you're not going the right way. You have to choose someone who chooses you, because you will never be enough for the person you want. You may offer your heart on a silver platter, extend your soul as a shelter, and treat them with love and respect, yet they will still be dissatisfied. You might give them your whole world, and they will still ask for more. And that's fine. You shouldn't try to be what they want, because that is the only way you'll understand that maybe you're not going the right way. That you're giving your love to all the wrong people at the worst possible time. That not everyone you meet is supposed to stay in your life. And that maybe it's time to stop searching and let the right love find you. You have to choose.
It was real for me.
In your opinion?
It was real for me. I'm just a fool that got played. Worst part of it is I should have known. But I ignored my instincts. I ignored what I really am. And that will never happen again. It was real for me.
No, man. I've been there many times before. You know, of just different times of just giving out love to the wrong people in life. And sometimes it just hits me hard, because all I want to do is like grow, build, you know, do a lot of things that is like wonderful that most people don't even know. But you know, sometimes like, you know, the videos I be watching, even YouTube or whatever, even on like IG, Instagram, Facebook, it's really just like the point is just like this, like, I put my time and effort to a lot, and I feel like, you know, sometimes it just makes a brother just want to think in his head too many times. Thinking, oh, this ain't going right, oh, I'm not doing it right, or will there ever be a time that person that you put down, or I put down all my effort, just gets up and leave? Like, everyone has those thoughts, everyone has those beliefs, everyone has those fears, and whatever knocks them down a lot. And for me, man, I know how it feels. Trust me deeply on that one. There's a time that one time in my past relationship, this was like a year or two ago. Well, technically, yeah, 2 years or something. You know, met her on Tinder. Hit me up, and I was literally 2 minutes away from her by car. Drove over, we smoked a blunt, and then yeah, sure, you know, we fucked. But later on, when I got to know her more and more, she was my best friend and all that. But there was sometimes that even then, it wasn't the best. I mean, yeah, but I couldn't handle it differently. She was still with her ex, like back and forth. Like, even though she said she wasn't with him, she still sees him. You know, they fuck around, all that other shit. She's trying to say, oh yeah, he guilt tripped me, whatever. You know, for me, like for me, I should have felt my instincts back then, but I didn't. I ignored it. I ignored every single thing that whatever came into my mind or thoughts on that. Just like, why not give it one shot? Give it one last try. And just like see. I did a lot of things, you know, I kept a lot of promises, and even like on their birthday and all that shit, it was just never enough. I feel like they'll take gifts, she'll accept gifts from people or other dudes. And of course, you know, that shit hurts deeply. That shit will like be like, whoa. Like, what the fuck are you accepting other gifts from other dudes and you're still talking to me and still like saying, oh yeah, we're two, like kind of like we're together. Like on times and times, she just changed her mind after how many times that I put down. You know, I spent so much money that I know I'll never get back. And for me, I don't hate her for it. I did, but I choose to let go, cause you know that's what the best thing to do. Is cause like on her birthday, you know, I got her a lot of things. Not a lot. Even if it wasn't a lot, I actually got her a skateboard. Made her made her a song. Did simple things and all that. It was just the thought that count. Like, you know, the gestures. I guess she wanted like something more, like a man that will automatically give her already what she wanted, or like it's already there and all that. And yeah, sure, you know, that's a lot to ask for, but just like the times that like we hanged out, spent together and all that shit, like don't get me wrong, I'm not hating out on her regret. Like that's always the best memories I will have with her and all that. Just me and her just didn't work out. Because like on my birthday, you know, this is before she even started working, before I put her on my job, at my old job at Enterprise. Like, on my birthday and all that, you know, I hanged out with her for her birthday all day, cooked, gave her a massage, like helped her out, we got a skateboard, like a TV tray, like a homemade like TV tray or whatever shit, you know. And for my birthday, she later on told me that her ex was over there, so she been like sleeping and fucking her ex when literally it was my birthday and all that shit. Yeah, sure, no. So it did hurt. It did hurt a lot. You know, most people be like, oh nah man, you know, chin up, you know, like she just another hoe, whatever bullshit, but at the end of the day, I'm still human. You know, I had a heart. I have heart. I have things that's inside that just made me realize I'm just like, whoa, you know. Freaking, I did all this and all that. I'm still gonna see it through the end, but yeah, pretty much. And we stopped talking and all that shit. You know, she broke up with me and all that shit, saying that, oh, it was too much, I was this and that, and pretty much, you know, she blocked. I just said, you know what, just keep everything. I don't want it no more. And all that shit, you can have it. And I just like, I dipped. I worked, did my other shit and all that shit, and then, you know, then she hit me back up saying, oh, you know, about her ex-boyfriend putting hands on her and abusing her and all that shit. And like, I understood that. That's why I was being respectful. And I was like, nah, no, I still gave her a chance, because she said, oh yeah, I'm done with him fully. Like, I'm fully done with him. Like, he's out of my life. You know, I'm never coming back. You know, type shit. I'm just like, alright, if you say that, and if you actually meant that, then I'll believe you. And then it got worse. It's gotten worse and all that. Then I put her on my job at Enterprise Rent a Car, and That was the biggest regret, I feel like. I mean, I don't regret it now. You know, I let it go. It's healed, but I'm just saying, like, in that time and moment. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, heartbreaks happen every day, you know, like, every year, whatever, you know. It's not like, you know, everyone went through that or been through that bullshit. So I'm not like criticizing or hating on one or saying, oh, you know, you don't know. I understand. Like having that mindset of saying, oh yeah, you don't know what I've been through. Literally stupid, because you never know that someone actually did or been there many different times before you, and you'd be surprised, be like, oh shit. But yeah, I put down my job. I gave her like she wanted work. She was working in like a refinery area, doing engine work or whatever dumb shit. And I was like, okay, you know, if you need a better job, then I got you. You can work with me. We can save money up. Like, I'm a builder. Like, once I love, like, hard, like, treat you differently or just, like, look at some other, like, the same and all that shit. It's like the energy that you give out is gonna come right back. And then times after times, man, I realized, I seen it more and more that, nah, you know, she wasn't on my level. I knew that we wasn't on the same wavelength. Like, you'll feel it in time and life and all that shit when you think that, oh, you know, the mindset is like, oh yeah, we have the same wavelength, you know, we'll see how it goes and all that, but it wasn't like that. Like, for me, I did things, I said things, or she said things that we all could and all that shit. But even like later on, I even like put her on the job. I was like, here, you know, if you can work with me, we can build and all that shit. Because I build hard, you know. And throughout times and times, even us like hanging out, even with some other acquaintances, man, just like show like I was nothing but like I didn't really matter to the person, and like that's actually some true shit, because you'll know in time and life when, you know, if you actually matter to someone, they'll make you feel like you matter. They won't just like say, oh yeah, you matter, like simple shit. Like, they'll actually put it down and all that shit and like keep it 100 with you and see it you for who you are all the way. And most just take it for granted and all that shit. You know, she even just like broke up with me for, cause I remember she bought Indica, one of my Huskies now, originally for him. And I didn't know that. It was like behind my back and all that shit. I was like, whoa, like, what was I? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when did this happen and all that shit? And after all that, it's like I told her straight up, man, like I don't want to be friends no more. Cause I'm like, first of all, like we're working together now, and like I'm putting down a lot. And I took to my grandma's crib, and you was like saying, oh, we're not together and all that shit to them, but made it sound like to me like, oh, we are together type shit. And for me, I literally just gave up. It kind of made me upset and all that shit. Like, she just moved on real quickly to another dude, like real quick, like no second guess, no second thoughts or nothing. I'm just like, wow, dude. Like, wow. And like, you even open up your eyes too, man. That some like, even like some people that you even got can't even just like switch on you like that. And for me, I was like, I'll be honest with you, man, I went through the whole fucking spiral. I wasn't the same as much as I was with that person and all that shit. But later on, it kept on growing. It grew like that whatever you go through, and you be like, yeah, you only want that person. It just did nothing but came into more hate, and I was just like, it put me in a spiral. I was depressed. I didn't even want to go to work. Every time I'm around, I don't even want to be around her. It got to the point that just like I felt like not only my trust was busted, just felt like all the things that I did was all for nothing. Like it made it feel like, oh, you know, I did all for this one person that I was trying to spend my whole life with, like switch up everything, like be who I wanted to be actually. And friggin' it hit me hard, real hard. So like for me, I was just like, I didn't go to work. I was just drinking nonstop. Every time I get paid, I paid my rent, and I just like kept on drinking myself to like the brink of death. I even went to the mental institution for it. Like, I know how it feels deeply and all that shit. And little by little, when I opened up my eyes, I just realized that I'm happy I put in my 2 weeks notice at my job at Enterprise. Like, they wasn't really giving a fuck about it. They really wasn't like actually real people about it. They always like freaking overpriced people, overcharge it. And for me, yeah, I was hurt. I was betrayed. I felt like all the things that I did was literally for nothing. You know, like, but you know, days, you gotta move on, and times I did. Little by little, read books, sure, like some friends, some people. I cut off old acquaintances, like, it made me realize more and more about myself and more things that I wanted to do and actually deserve to do. Like, I know that even though like things hasn't been the same and all that shit, even though me and that person, she's doing whatever she's doing in her life and all that shit, I don't have no hate, no grudge and all that shit. It's like, I already seen it. I'm not gonna fall for it again now. You know, for me, I hope she's happy. I hope she's happy with literally with another dude that is like treating her right, making sure that, you know, helping her good and all that shit. I wish she is happy. I wish her the best and all that shit. I do. I actually do. And I think that's why, like, later on, time, it took me almost a year. It took me literally a year to heal from that damage, that pain. It took me a whole ass year to fully acknowledge that. And that's why this thing is dumb and all that shit. Feels like I crashed and burned. You know, and I tried, like I did a lot of dumb shit. But for me, I just felt, sometimes you gotta love yourself first to to feel love or to even give out it, you gotta love yourself first. You gotta look inside yourself more deeply and understand yourself. And, you know, like, we all beat ourselves up mentally, physically, financially, whatever, man. Like even if we don't say it, we don't, like, tell people it, it happens. Like, we inflict ourselves through, like, things that we just think that we just deserve. We punish ourselves, I feel like. You know, it's like thinking about the same thing over and over, just wishing for the same feeling over and over again. I just feel like it does, like, affect and, like, corrupt a lot of people's minds. You know, like, I've been non-stop thinking. I'm an overthinker. Yeah, I overthink a lot. Everything, man. I have more conversations than most people in my own head that I would have and all that. Like, I'm not good. I used to be a people's person. Now I'm not. I used to be. I wasn't always the same. I wasn't always like this. But more and more I realized, left and right. It's something that sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to be who you gotta become. You know, that no one else can take that from you. You are who you are. You are who you want to be. Live life how you want to see it. You know, you don't need to listen to other people be like talking, like giving you hate, throwing shade out your way. Literally, it just takes one day. It takes one moment. It takes 1 second, one breathe. And you'll see. There are many different times. Like, I know how it feels. It's like, want to feel love, want to say, you know, want it to stay, want to fix it, don't want it to, like, go away. That feeling, man, is always gonna be there. Like, no cap. As a real nigga, like, it's always gonna be there. But only you can make it. Only you can heal from it. I feel like you can actually heal from it. You can actually better yourself from it. You can actually grow into someone that you are supposed to be. Not what other people, like, assume or say about you, make you look crazy or make you look stupid or weird or whatever. It's literally how you want to be. It's how you are. It's how you want to persuade yourself and persuade your own destiny of how you want to live life. We all been through ups and downs. We all been through things that would turn anyone, like, sane to upside down. You know, we all seen things that will make people act so different that, like, whoa, what happened? You know, it's time after times. You can show love, you can show heart, you can show honesty, you can show loyalty, you can show so many things and all that. And some people just don't give it back. You can be a giver. There's nothing wrong with being a giver. I'm a giver. I give it my all. I give a lot of things my all. If I say I'm gonna build, or if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put my all into it. You know, and if I'm the only one doing most of the work and putting it all, then it ain't gonna work out. And then it goes. Then when I say that, I mean that for anything and all that shit. And time in life, the more you watch people and the more you open up your eyes and keep, it's like not opening up your eyes. It's like knowing your surroundings. I feel like you've been through it. You've been through this bullshit before. Then, okay, boom, you see it. You see the bullshit again. Like, oh, most people be like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in panic. But sometimes, man, there's a reason why. You know, curtains are closed and all that shit. That's why you gotta close your curtains. That's why you gotta, like, see and all that shit and understand, like, okay, this person ain't on my level. They're not trying to grow and blossom like that, like I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no hard feelings in general. Most people be like, oh, thinking like all bad hard feelings and all that shit, but it's not. It's not. It's literally just how it sounds like, man. You know, like I've been had fake friends. I've been had like fake homies and all that. Like I've been had that. I know how that shit feels. Like I've been had that bullshit. I know how that shit feels a lot. But don't let it stop you. Don't let it actually stop you for actual growth and how you want to be and all that. Sometimes, and this is some real shit life. This is what my uncle told me too. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices so you can make sure you're good. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for yourself so you can be happy. So you can do what you gotta do. You know, everything comes with, you know, cost and a goal and all that shit. Maybe an L. But you get back up. 100%. And most people think that, I don't know, I talk all the time. I think to myself, I'm an overthinker. I like working on cars when I have like the right tools on it or the right money for it. And right now, shit, I'm going through a lot right now in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through a lot. And it takes a lot of people just like in general just to say, yo, I need help. But when it comes to that moment when you actually need that help and then you try reaching out for other people that you even got, that you've been there for, and the worst feeling, that and the real shit that made me realize, like, no, fuck everybody now, it's just me now, is that, like, no matter how many people can say, oh, I'm your like, we got you, we're your friends, we're your family and all that shit, whatever, at the end of the day and all that shit, none of them are doing the best interest for yourself. It's only something for them, for their own personal gain. And I realized that shit. I watch, I see and all that shit. Because you know why? Because I see that. I see how other people, because if I don't get up, I'm going to be pulled down with the world too. I'm going to be pulled down too. And sometimes you just got to get up. You know, I've been there before, different moments of just like tired, recklessness. I gotta make money, I gotta make moves, I gotta do something, like. Yo, what you doing tonight?
Trying to cook dinner.
I mean after dinner.
What?
Cause I wanted to see you want to come with me downtown and all that shit.
Downtown.
Just to make some moves and just get rid of some stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know.
You.
I'm done playing games. I'm done playing video games.